with Lieutenant, First Lieutenant Turnbury, when I work with him, he loved me so much. So
In 2006, Khalid al-Baidani was running an electronics repair shop in Baghdad when he heard the U.S. Army needed more Iraqi translators.
it wasn't expected to be that dangerous, actually. So I didn't hear about there's real, actual danger there. But until it's too late for me.
One day that year, he left the military base carrying food home for his family when two men pulled up in a car and shot at him, trying to kill him.
In a second, pistols, boom, boom.
He doesn't know who shot him, but he's sure why.
Militia, Jaish al-Mahdi, armed men.
Everybody was targeting whoever was working with the United States.
They get paid to target those, target us.
There was nobody like in whole Iraq, in whole Baghdad, who was not targeting people like him. For him being, born and raised in that country and, working with them, that's even worse. So
like I feel like you're a traitor or something.
Khalid was shot in the face and shoulder, but survived. He recovered within a year and went back to translating for the U.S. With continuing threats on his family's life, and with the U.S. military drawing down forces in 2011, he fled to the United States. He had protection under a special visa program. His sister Dua followed a few years later. That program expired for Iraqis in 2014. The State Department began allowing Iraqis who worked with the U.S. military to apply as refugees through a direct access program. Khalid says his father, two younger brothers, and 10-year-old sister are still in danger.
I might be a very dark person to say this, but I feel like it's a matter of time before something happens. And my worst would be one of them being kidnapped.
Or killed.
Their applications have stalled for nearly a decade. They're not alone. Right now, there's a backlog of more than 100,000 Iraqis who applied through the program after working for the United States.
This one, they killed her brother.
The State Department told Newsy they admitted more than 9,000 Iraqis in 2014, then 3,000 in 2017. Last year, 51.
It keeps me wondering why is happening to my family. Something going on, or they don't want to bring them over here.
That question is one Congress has grappled with for a decade.
It's immoral to leave behind the people who helped our military or who helped aid organizations, our diplomatic missions. It is a stain on our conscience.
In March of this year, Congressman Blumenauer of Oregon and a bipartisan group of 31 lawmakers sent this letter to the State Department, asking for clarification on U.S. policy.
We are writing to express our concern and need for further information about the slow processing of visas for our Iraqi and Afghan wartime partners.
They say they didn't get a response. In a statement to Newsy, the U.S. State Department said approvals dropped last year due to the need to introduce new security vetting procedures, as required by the president's policy restricting travel from certain countries. An official told Newsy security checks take time, but they are critical. Policy experts say these visa programs are important.
There's a commitment that we owe to our partners when we ask them to put their lives on the line to work with us in conflict areas when they have to live with the consequences of that commitment. It would not be possible for the United States to achieve its objectives in places like Iraq without working by and through local partners.
Working with the U.S. Army, I'm so proud to work with them.
Because the bullet went through Khalid's face and neck, he still can't hear out of his left ear or close his left eye. He's worried his family will face a similar fate, or worse.
They will punish them for what we did, and their punishment is death. We're talking about 10 years old little girl and 20 and 21 years old boys who are very eager to learn and to work.
The special immigrant visa program is still active for Afghan nationals who worked with the United States. As of mid-September, the State Department had admitted 191 Iraqis under the different direct access program this year. Khalid and his family hope their loved ones are next.
Christopher.